Welcome to LatestStudyIQ. First up, we're heading to South America, to a city that was once considered the jewel of the continent, Caracas, Venezuela. Caracas is a stark reminder that beauty and danger often coexist. You see, Venezuela sits atop vast oil reserves, but that wealth hasn't trickled down. Instead, it's fueled corruption and economic mismanagement, leaving the country in a state of perpetual crisis. Hyperinflation has crippled the economy, making basic necessities unaffordable. People are struggling to survive, and where there's desperation, there's often crime. Add to that political instability, with protests and unrest erupting frequently. The government's grip on power is shaky, and that uncertainty breeds fear and lawlessness. Caracas is a city on edge, a potent reminder that even paradise can crumble under the weight of its own problems. Next, we travel north to Honduras, a country ravaged by poverty and violence. And at its heart, we find San Pedro Sula, often dubbed the murder capital of the world. Now, I know what you're thinking. Murder capital of the world? That's a bold claim. But sadly, in San Pedro Sula, it's a claim backed by chilling statistics. This city has been plagued by gang violence for years, fueled by drug trafficking routes that snake through Central America. These aren't your average street gangs, though. They're heavily armed, highly organized, and they operate with terrifying impunity. They control entire neighborhoods, extorting businesses, recruiting children, and enforcing their rule with brutal violence. For the people of San Pedro Sula, living in fear isn't a choice, it's a way of life. Every day is a gamble, every corner a potential threat. It's a stark reminder of the human cost of the drug trade and the grip of gang violence. From the mountains of South America to the tip of Africa, we arrive in Cape Town, a city of breathtaking beauty and heartbreaking inequality. Cape Town is a tale of two cities. On one hand, you have stunning beaches, majestic mountains, and a thriving tourist industry, but venture beyond the postcard-perfect facade, and you'll encounter a darker reality. Apartheid's legacy of segregation and inequality continues to cast a long shadow over Cape Town. The city is grappling with high rates of poverty, unemployment, and gang violence, particularly in the impoverished townships that ring the city. Robbery, assault, and carjacking are everyday occurrences, fueled by the desperation and anger that simmers beneath the surface. It's a stark reminder that even in a country lauded for its progress, the wounds of the past run deep. Rio de Janeiro, the city of samba, sunshine, and shootouts! That's right, folks. Our next stop takes us back to South America, to a city where beauty and danger dance a delicate tango. Rio is a city of contrasts. On one hand, you have the iconic beaches of Copacabana and Ipanema, the vibrant carnival celebrations, and a spirit of joy that's infectious. But beneath this festive veneer lies a darker underbelly. Drug trafficking, gang violence, and police corruption plague Rio's favelas, the city's sprawling slums. These communities are often caught in the crossfire between rival gangs vying for control of drug turf. The police, often outgunned and outmaneuvered, struggle to maintain order. And caught in the middle are the innocent residents, living in fear as violence spills into their streets. From the beaches of Brazil, we journey north to the US-Mexico border, to a city caught in the crosshairs of the drug war, Tijuana. Tijuana is a city on the edge, both literally and figuratively. It's a major gateway between Mexico and the United States, and that proximity to the world's largest drug market has come at a steep price. Drug cartels operate with impunity in Tijuana, battling for control of smuggling routes and terrorizing the local population. They traffic drugs, weapons, and people, leaving a trail of violence and despair in their wake. The city is awash in guns, and homicides are a tragically common occurrence. The authorities seem powerless to stop the bloodshed, and for many residents, fear is a constant companion. Now, for our next stop, we're crossing the border into the United States, to a city that might surprise you, St. Louis, Missouri. You see, when people think of dangerous cities in America, names like Chicago, Detroit, or Baltimore often come to mind. But quietly, almost stealthily, St. Louis has climbed the ranks of America's most violent cities. Poverty, racial segregation, and a history of industrial decline have created a tinderbox of social and economic problems in St. Louis. And like a lit match to gasoline, easy access to firearms has fueled an epidemic of gun violence. Drive-by shootings, gang conflicts, and armed robberies are a grim reality in many St. Louis neighborhoods. The city has become a tragic example of how neglect, inequality, and easy access to guns can create a perfect storm of violence. Our final destination takes us back to the US-Mexico border, to a city that has become synonymous with drug cartel violence, Ciudad Juarez. For years, Ciudad Juarez was ground zero in Mexico's drug war, a battleground where cartels fought for control of smuggling routes into the United States. The city became a ghost town, its streets stained with blood, its people living in terror. While the violence has subsided somewhat in recent years, Ciudad Juarez remains a dangerous city, scarred by the horrors it has witnessed. The cartels still hold sway, their influence felt in every corner of society. Extortion, kidnapping, and murder are still grim realities, and the authorities seem powerless to stop the cycle of violence. Ciudad Juarez serves as a chilling reminder of the human cost of the drug trade and the grip of organized crime. And there you have it, folks, a glimpse into some of the most dangerous cities on Earth. It's a sobering reminder that while we often focus on the beauty and excitement of urban life, there's a darker side to the story, one marked by poverty, inequality, and violence. But amidst the grim realities, there's hope. In each of these cities, there are people fighting back, activists, community leaders, and everyday citizens working to create a better future. They are the unsung heroes, the beacons of light in the darkness. So, the next time you hear about these cities, remember that there's more to the story than just danger. There's resilience, there's hope, and there's a fight for a better tomorrow. Thank you for watching our countdown of the world's most dangerous cities. Stay safe and informed, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.